Hello everyone, I'm Machina, and welcome to another D&D Fuzzy Tale. Today's story is by user Kinky Virus. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's titled The Furry, the Anti-Furry, and the Admin. Let's begin. Warning. There's mention of abuse, violence, and furries. I haven't been here in a year or so. It's been quite a while. And do I have a story to tell? After the whole creepy DM guy, my old campaign ended up finishing right before COVID hit. This may seem interesting, but the thing is, that meant no more sessions. So obviously I got quite bored, as the friends I had played with graduated and were now busy with college. As bored as I was, I still had an idea. What's the idea, you ponder? I made a Discord server, just to play D&D. I made it public in Discord, and watched as visitors rolled in. Now a little context about the server. I am a furry, and while a lot of people see this as a bad thing, it's been a way to cope with trauma. My Discord was a furry and LGBTQ+ safe space, and I took pride in that. But one did not. Introducing AL, as this is what I'll call him for the sake of privacy. And Machina's note here, I'll call him Albert I guess, because saying letters left and right is probably going to confuse a lot of you out. Albert was, at first, a very kind guy. He was always one to come into a session and make us laugh. Albert cared for us, and we cared for Albert. That is, until we got a new member. She went by Koi, and we genuinely enjoyed Koi's company. There was one thing about Koi, and it was that she was a furry, and was very open about it. She posted her art, showed us her suit, and her character was a dingo. That was very interesting. My jaw dropped at hearing the character's backstory. Koi was awesome, and heck, we even gave her custom roles because she had become so close. Now, for a while, everything was fine, until one session. Albert and Koi had been getting along fine, but something pissed him off. I don't know what it was. The session was fine until I had them in a dungeon fighting drug-enhanced goblins, my own creatures. Koi was explaining her character actions, which went along with the lines of, he pulls back his arrow and fires at the goblins. The storm was about to start. Me. The arrow strikes the fattest goblin, doing 50 damage and stunning him. Albert, your turn. Albert goes, I use my slingshot to attack the same goblin. Me. Use the bot to roll a d20, please. Albert ends up rolling a 9. Me. Your attack misses. Albert. Hey, that's bull. Me. How? And then Albert says, the first rolled a 13 and managed to do 50. The call goes quiet. Me. What did you say? Albert. Nothing. Koi. You know, I heard that. The call resumes, but I can tell there's tension. After the session ends, I quickly give a swift warning to Albert for derogatory language. You'd think he'd have stopped there. Well, you were wrong. You see, Albert became quiet, and Koi became quiet. It was worrying to say the least. Those two were always the ones who started up conversations. Things became worse during sessions. Every time Koi was in a session before Albert would join and see Koi online and make up an excuse. The same thing would happen with Koi. I knew something was up, so I DM'd Koi. Me. Hey Koi, are you okay? You've been quiet. Koi. No. Me. What happened? She starts sending me screenshots of Albert DMing her. And most of the things Albert was saying was not only homophobic, but he was also threatening to kill her. Calling her racist slurs, and the cherry on top of all this, telling her to KHS. I was pissed. I confronted Albert with screenshots and text every second, asking him to explain himself. And my god, the storm released. Albert says, she's a furf. I don't understand why you let her into sessions. You know, she probably f***ed your dog or her cat, and yet you let her in. She's like all furry is a pathetic waste. Of course, after this was said, I simply replied, well, I hope you know. The pathetic waste you refer to is also an admin. Thank you for joining Crystal D20, and goodbye. He was banned. After all this happened, our sessions resumed. Albert was no more. However, this wasn't the end. Someone else came. We'll refer to this one as, AI? What kind of name could I change AI for? How about Aiden? Aiden was strange. Never unmuted himself during voice calls. Never participated in game nights. Why? Albert had made a new account as Aiden, and he wasn't going to around. Our art channels were filled with images of Koi's D&D character being done very awful things to. And that was it. He was banned, and we removed Crystal D20 off Discord. Koi ended up leaving the server. I don't blame her. I ended up leaving the server and giving leadership to a BFF. And that's the story of the furry, the anti-furry, and the admin. I'm not sure what this guy thought he was going to accomplish by saying the things he said and harassing Koi, and I do wish the story had a better ending. Hate is really unnecessary, especially to someone who hasn't done anything, just because of your preconceptions. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let's discuss it in the comments. I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and your families in those trying times. Lots of love, and see you soon.